Hi, I'm AlisonRaffaele Tatum, founder and chief creative officer of AlisonRaffaele Cosmetics, and today I am coming to you from my lovely library. As odd as it may seem, it is where I could find the best light today to make this video, so that's why we're here, and we're here to talk about doing a light summer makeup application. First thing you want to do when you do your summer makeup is you always want to make sure you start with an SPF 15. Really, really important, and a 15 is the minimum. That's like just for running around, doing errands, whatever you're doing. 15 is the minimum if you're going to the beach or a park or you're going to be outside for an extended period of time. That's when you want maybe to use something heavier. But just for every day, perfect product is my Face Forward Primer. This one is the age response. It comes in age, it comes in acne. Truthfully, I'm 43. I still break out. I need both. So a lot of times I alternate them. And I'm just going to do one pump. If I can get it out. Why does this always happen when you're filming things, right? Okay. One pump. All over my skin. Lightly. A little on my neck. Tops of my ears. Okay. That's step one. Step two. This is optional. If you want, you can use a little bit of foundation. The way you would do this would be with a damp makeup sponge. I already dampened this sponge and put some foundation on it. Okay, and you would just do this lightly all over. The point of this is not for any bit of coverage whatsoever. This is simply to even out your skin tone if you have an uneven skin tone, if you're olive like me. Just for a point of reference for you guys, I am a skin tone 3, and in the summer I generally turn into a skin tone 4. A little on my eyelids, a little bit on my neck. Okay, so that's just a little bit of foundation. I'm really looking at it more the weight of the tinted moisturizer. Like I said, I'm not looking for any coverage out of this foundation because I'm applying it with a damp sponge. I'm really looking at it just to even out my skin tone, just so I look a little more uniform. Again, you can totally skip it if you want to. Third thing is either concealer and or luminizer. Now I just wrote 2 great blog posts on my incandescence luminizer, and since that is the focus this month on my website, I'm going to show you incandescence luminizer on one eye and I'll show you true concealer on the other eye so you can see the difference. So this is my incandescence luminizer, and I'm going to do it on this eye. It is a hybrid lightweight concealer highlighter, okay? It's great for women who, if they feel they have fine lines under their eyes and darkness, and they feel that concealer makes them look older, then you know you are definitely a candidate to be using incandescence luminizer. And you can see right away, it just, even though the light is coming this way, you can see it just brightens under the eyes. You see that? That's how incandescence luminizer works, and it's a great alternative to concealer if you want to have the effect of a really light makeup. Now, if just for comparison, I'm going to show you my True Concealer, number 3. Comes in the same sort of package. I'm going to do it on this side. The difference between concealer and luminizer is that concealer covers the darkness under the eyes, whereas luminizer simply reflects light back away from under the eyes, so it illuminates it. It's 2 totally different actions. And like I said, for women who have fine lines under their eyes, the luminizer is better, the light reflecting is better. But you can see now, this is the True Concealer. This is the incandescence luminizer. You see that highlight there? That's coming from the luminizer. You're not seeing that as much here. If I wanted to use concealer and then add a highlight to it, I could. Just right there. That's one of my favorite places to add incandescence luminizer, is right the outer part of the eye socket, the outer corner, and the top of the cheeks. So now you see I've got that gorgeous highlight there. And then the other place I really like to add incandescence luminizer, right on my brow bones. Again, this is just really light and easy, not working too hard, just doing a really nice light summer makeup. So that's step 1, step 2. Step 3, okay? Step 2 is optional. I shouldn't be numbering these, it's going to get confusing. Next thing, and this is the thing that a lot of women miss when they're doing a summer makeup. They think, okay, I just want a little light concealer and a little bronzer. the one thing you must do anytime you put anything moist on your face, whether it just be a primer or a sunscreen, or even if you do a little foundation tinted moisturizer, whatever you do that's moist on your face, if you are going to use a powdered product over it, like a powdered bronzer, you must, in between those two steps, use a transparent finish powder, okay? Well, or any sort of transparent finish powder. This is a completely colorless, it looks white, it's actually completely colorless powder. All it does is it dries the surface of the face, okay, dries the surface of the skin, and makes it so that your powdered makeup will go on smoothly and not catch. And I'm going to show you on the back of my hands in a second, after I do my bronzer, what I'm talking about, okay? So that's just, you see, it totally is invisible. It looks absolutely like nothing. It's not supposed to look like anything. It's not supposed to have any major amount of coverage, nothing. All it is a performance enhancer for the bronzer so that it will go on smoothly and evenly. I'm going to use now, just this is a lab sample of a powdered bronzer that I got. We makeup developers have like trunk loads of this stuff all over our houses. Okay, so a little powdered bronzer. I'm going to do it on my cheeks. Okay, just to warm it up here onto my forehead, center of nose. I'm doing half a thing at a time. My chin and my neck. People's necks are almost always lighter than the rest of their face because the chin acts like the visor of a baseball cap. You know, the sun comes from here, this falls into shadow. So the neck is almost lighter, and anytime you wear an open neckline, it becomes really obvious. The time it's the most obvious is when you're wearing a strapless dress, particularly a bridal dress, that the neck is often lighter, and you need to darken it with some powder bronzer. So that's one side. Here's the other side. Let's do this side. Again. Here, 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 down the center of the nose, neck, I can add a little bit under my jaw to make me look a little slimmer. Nobody minds that. So there we go. Powder bronzer in place. And you see how nice and smooth it goes on. It doesn't look like it's makeup, it just looks like I'm glowing. Let me show you the difference of what it is when you put a powder bronzer on with transparent finish and without transparent finish. I'm just going to use a little bit of the foundation. I'm going to put it on the back of both of my hands, okay? And just so you can see real quick. Okay, I've got one hand, foundation, the other hand, boop, 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 foundation. Okay, and I'm going to only powder now. I'm going to take my transparent finish powder and I'm going to powder this hand. And I hope this demo is visible enough, okay? So I've powdered my hand, okay? Now when I go put on my bronzer on this hand, you're going to see it goes on really, really smooth, okay? Let me really make this heavy so you can see. Okay? There's no streaks, no globbing, nothing, okay? It's really, really smooth. You can start to see how the difference between my arm and my hand right here, okay? Now, this hand has no powder on it. Let me show you what begins to happen here. I hope, again, like I said, this is visible. Yeah, you're beginning to see it. It's not nearly, the application is not nearly as smooth. You can see it's catching in some places and it's not catching. Can you see it's catching in the center here and it's not catching out here properly? See the difference? I hope so. This side just looks much more natural and smooth. This side you can see there's just a greater variation in the color. That's what the transparent finish does. In a nutshell, to explain it. It really is an important step. It's also great if you're oily in the summertime. It is the perfect powder because it has absolutely no pigment in it, so it never turns orangey as your oils come out, and it doesn't build up on your skin. You know, I see sometimes people with the compact and they're just repowdering over and over and over, and it's this heavy, heavy powder. And you know, by the end of the day, it's like out to here. That is not what you want when you want light summer makeup. You want it to be as light and fresh feeling as possible. If we want to do a little bit of eyes, what I like to do, I always like to do just a little bit of eyeliner. Generally, I use black brown. This one is from my original skin line, for those of you that remember it. This is the bittersweet color. It's a black brown, and a flat eyeliner brush. This is also from my original line. These are both also still available on my website under the skin section if you look. I know it's a little confusing. I first had a color line, called it Skin AlisonRaffaele, then I made a complexion line and called it AlisonRaffaele. I'm not claiming to be the most logical person in the world, I'm an artist. But anyway, so to do that, let me get close. This is going to be interesting. Nothing like filming yourself in an iPhone. Okay, just sketch along the top of your eyes and then a little bit out here. Okay, you see the difference? You're just looking to define the eye a little bit. Again, do it one more time. You could always wet this with a little, you can always wet the brush with a little bit of water to make it even stronger. There you go. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of mascara. This one is by Raffaele, the Italian company. I love this mascara. Like love, love, love this mascara. Okay. I've done many things as a makeup artist, but none ever feel quite so funny as putting your makeup on in an iPhone. I don't know why, but it just feels so unnatural. Okay, there we go. A little mascara. Last thing we're going to do, of course, what summer makeup is complete without some lip gloss? Voila. Again, my skin line on my website. That's it. All done. Light summer makeup, really easy, really simple. Again, the products we used, Face Forward Primer with the SPF 15, Reality Base with a damp sponge, dampened with water. That's optional. You're not looking for any coverage. You're just looking to unify the skin tone. Then we did the Incandescence Luminizer. You have your choice between Incandescence Luminizer or True Concealer to conceal under the eyes. You know, the Incandescence Luminizer, like I said, in the summer, it just gives a beautiful glow. And if you've never tried it, it really is an amazing product and you should try it. Fourth thing we did, transparent finish powder. Gets everything on smoothly afterwards and sets all your makeup in place, keeps it from melting off. Then we did a little bit of powder bronzer, a little bit of black-brown eyeliner, a little mascara, and a little lip gloss. So if you have any questions, please post them here, or, you know, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook. Wherever you find me, I'm going to answer. And if you've got a video or a trick using any of these products, I would love to see it. Please send it my way. And until next time, I hope you keep living beautiful, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.